Hi, I'm Shealagh. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts originally, but I've been in Vegas about 6 years. I've been with Fantasy for just over a year, and this is my first calendar shoot. We shot me up at the top of the stairs, looking over the gorgeous Mandalay Bay presidential suite, so I felt very glamorous. It actually wasn't as nerve-wracking as I was expecting it to be because obviously the whole entire team here is taking care of us. They just make sure we're comfortable, make sure the whole process is nice and smooth. And I'm wearing my gorgeous navy blue corset with silver details from our new Fantasy Lingerie line, which I'm so excited for you guys to be able to get your hands on, by the way. I was so honored when Anita Man came up to me proposing a new number to add to our show, which we just added. It is gorgeous. It was choreographed by a former Fantasy girl, Yessie, and it is a stunning number. She said she wanted to highlight some of the tumbling that I do because not only am I a dancer, but I also do a lot of acrobatics. And Anita wanted to be able to feature me as a whole, not just my dancing. So we've added a number to the show where I am allowed to express my creative individuality and go on stage every night and do some tricks and give the crowd a little scare. I absolutely love the number, and I'm so honored that I am able to be a featured performer in Fantasy, and I don't take it lightly. To be one of the Fantasy ladies is such a big deal. When I first moved to Vegas about 6 years ago, the advertisement was all over. You always saw the billboards, all of the bright lights, the calendars, everything that comes with the advertisement for Fantasy and all the marketing. And it's just something as a young dancer that you're just like, oh, I want to be that one day. That's a goal. I want to be up on the billboards. I want to be under the bright lights. And to be able to finally say that I am a part of Fantasy now and be a Fantasy girl and be on that stage every single night in such an iconic theater in a place that has housed Fantasy for 25, almost 26 years now is just such a big honor, and it's such a big blessing to finally say that dreams do come true. So we have a little bit of a different routine to get ready. I have my whole entire day where I like to eat foods that fuel my body, eat some sugar, get my energy pumping. I like to go to the gym before a show to get my body moving and keep it awake because we don't start until 10:30. And then after shows to cool down, I'm usually in a drive-thru getting an ice cream. And I like to eat my ice cream after shows, and then I go right to bed. And then I wake up and do it all again. This year I've actually gotten really into social media, and I run my own Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And on there I get to connect with a lot of people who have seen the show or introduce the show to a lot of people who wouldn't have heard of it in the first place. So it's really cool to show everyone the behind the scenes of my life as a showgirl, behind the scenes of the show, behind the scenes of when I'm not working, and I just really love being able to share that with everyone. And then when we're at the show, people come up to us because we do a meet and greet every night, and people come up and they'll be like, oh my goodness, I follow you on YouTube, I found the show from your channel, that's so cool. And I can't get over that. I'll never get over that. I don't have that big of a following, but the fact that almost every night I have at least one person come up and say that they found my YouTube, it is insane. So I'm just so blessed to be able to connect with you guys in a different way, you know, connect with everyone that comes to see Fantasy and is a part of it all. So be sure to follow me on all social medias, Shealagh, Shealagh, on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and be sure to follow us at Fantasy Luxor for the whole cast. Some of my favorite moments to watch from the audience are actually the small, non-choreographed moments between us girls on stage because we genuinely have such a good time every single night, just having fun with your friends on stage. We're really lucky that that's our job. So you can tell between numbers or between the choreographed moments when we just look at each other and smile and laugh. I think it reads so beautifully on stage because we really are just having such a good time every single night. My favorite memory from the show is actually the first night that we put in Lose Control, where I get to be featured and tumble, is the audience's reaction the first time they saw me do a flip. I will never forget it. I did my first, I think I do a front aerial towards everyone. I'm doing a little towards you. And the people's face just, because it was a new number, no one who had even seen the show before, who had come back for a second time, this was brand new to them. They've never seen it, so it was really fun to showcase a brand new number that I got to be featured in and get the crowd's reaction. I always love hearing the feedback and the claps and the applause and the woo! Fun times. When the curtain closes on dancing for me, I actually would love to start a career as a stunt performer. So I already do a lot of acrobatics and I do a lot of dancing, obviously, so I am in physical condition to start moving over into that field. But I want to wait until I can absolutely close the curtains dancing. And then I want you guys to find me in the movies. I want to be on the screen working with the big actors as their body doubles, jumping off a building, catching on fire, crashing a car, I don't know. That is what I would like to do when the curtain closes on my dance career. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, I'm Shealagh, signing off. Make sure to pick up your fantasy lingerie calendar after the show.